Welcome to my YouTube channel and this YouTube video. This is about Jupiter in Capricorn, where I will lay the framework before I do a reading for all of you. So let us try and understand Jupiter in Capricorn. Essentially, we know that Jupiter is in detriment in Capricorn because Jupiter is exalted in the polarity of Capricorn, which is Cancer. So Cancer and Jupiter have a very interesting connection because they both like to nourish, they both like to sustain growth and monitor growth and ultimately see the culmination. They are both principles of expansion. Actually, Cancer is cardinal water, so there is a huge expansive ability to Cancer. But here in the opposite sign of Capricorn, Jupiter is in detriment. If you look at the ancient myths, you will see that Zeus, who's Jupiter, is the son of Kronos. Okay, and Kronos, in fear that somebody would take his reign away from him, his children or his sons, that he began to devour his children. Now, Saturn devouring his children is very interesting because Saturn is also time or kala. So Saturn devouring his own children means Saturn devouring time. Okay, so there are many symbolisms to this, but essentially we have to understand that Zeus or Jupiter was hidden on this island in Crete. Okay, and because his mom Rhea kept him there because she feared that Kronos would find him and devour him. Instead of Zeus, she gave Kronos a piece of stone and he devoured that instead. So here Jupiter or Zeus was growing up in this idyllic pastoral landscape in Crete with the nanny goat Amalthea. So when I heard goat, nanny goat, and I was immediately, thinking of the feminine sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is cardinal earth. Okay, and this is the domain of Saturn, and Saturn is Kronos, who devours Zeus, Jupiter. So immediately Jupiter is threatened here, right? One would feel so because this is Saturn's domain, and Saturn wants to devour him. But Amalthea is the nanny goat. She's Capricorn herself, and she protects Jupiter, and she plays with Jupiter, and she nurses Jupiter. And one day basically they're playing and roughhousing, and Jupiter accidentally breaks one of her horns, and then he's immediately sad, and to make it up to her, he blesses this horn, and this horn is basically a sign of eternal abundance. The horn is never empty. Okay, this is Amalthea's horn of cornucopia. Okay, and this is what gives me hope that Jupiter's foray into Capricorn may be about the nanny goat protecting Zeus, so Kronos or Saturn doesn't devour him. Interestingly, Saturn and Jupiter will not meet in Capricorn, will meet in Aquarius, 0 degrees at the very end of this year. So Jupiter in Capricorn is essentially about implementation, people. Implement those ideas, because Capricorn is implementation. Let's get that. Jupiter, what is Jupiter? Idealism, ideas, big ideas, vision. So this is take vision, take implementation and put them together, fuse them together, blend them together, right? December 2nd, 2019 to December 20th, 2020. Precious day, 22222, master code over there. So essentially this cornucopia is also linked to Fortuna, the asteroid Fortuna, and Ceres. Okay, Ceres, who is the mother of Persephone. She's also known as Demeter. Okay, the earth goddess, or Vasundhara, or Annapurna, right? Now, think of Amalthea's horn and Jupiter. They are pretty much the same archetype. They are the archetype of abundance, plenitude, blessings, just expansion, okay? Because Jupiter is expansion, generosity, abundant blessings, a good fortune, definitely. Now, Jupiter in Sagittarius is a very different vibe. It's vision and expansion, because Sag is expansion, Jupiter's vision, but Capricorn is implementation. So immediately all those visions are now going to be implemented in 3D reality. You will touch base and matter will be created, not just air ideas or fire creative imagination, okay? There is definitely Jupiter expands, Saturn contracts, Capricorn contracts. So there's that dichotomy being played out. Like Jupiter is always being, swallowed up by his father. And interestingly, Jupiter and Saturn never meet while they are in Capricorn. So there's always this, and Saturn is indomicile in his rulership. So here Jupiter's like, they're never meeting, they're never talking. So they both have to come to a compromise. I think this is important. It is, there's a negative and there's a positive of Capricorn. Of course, Capricorn be like just real hard work non-stop to the detriment of everything else. Hoarding, control. But there's a lot of positive. The mountain goat is indomitable in its spirit to conquer the mountain. Capricorn's about hierarchies, metaphorical mountains that one needs to tread on. It is actually the sign of discipleship and one walking the path. And Amalthea is basically grooming us all, the nanny goat Capricorn, okay? Of course, this is the cure for unbridled ambition, because we just had that, but it can of course take a very dark tone. Saturn can be very much about power and hegemony, okay, and Jupiter can be expanding that if we are tuning into the negative vibrations. Okay, now ideas that are worked on by following rules, Saturn, remember, rules of time, logic, very logical. Capricorn is very logical. Look at the analytics of it all. And then if you work on those plans following these set of rules, Saturnian rules, you will succeed. Okay, you will succeed. Yes, you have to become a bit of a traditionist, Jupiter. Okay, Zeus. Okay, you don't have to be swallowed by your father, where your ego is consumed by your father. But, you have to compromise. You both have to compromise. Kronos and Zeus, both of you. Now I think more than any other time is the time to define this course that you're going to tread on. It all depends on a well-defined course right now. Do not go here and there, zigzag, I feel like going there, I feel like doing. No. Logic, rules, implementation of those visions, grounding that distributed fire of Sagittarius into cardinal earth. Okay? Definitely assess your skills. Look at your skills very realistically, because it's time to wake up a bit, okay? That's what Saturn wants, wake up, mature. So Jupiter is in a sense being grounded by Saturn. Saturn is an extreme grounding force. So that a sobering influence, but this is the time to get the mortar, get all those bricks and lay your dreams brick by brick by brick. Okay, it is about that dedication, it is about that hard work, about implementation of those visionary ideals. Because Capricorn, when it tries to ground this distributive fire of Sagittarius where Jupiter was swimming in, now it is about a new vision. I mean, if not a new vision in the sense, implementation of that vision. Okay, it can be a new vision for many of us, of course, or something new we pursue with, or something we already learned but we are going back to and really mastering now. Jupiter and Capricorn's a lot about mastery, people. The goat loves this brick by brick by brick by brick by brick laying like that. Okay, that's how the goat works. So remember, So Jupiter basically meets Pluto but never Saturn. Saturn he meets in 0 degrees of Aquarius, heralding the age of Aquarius really. But Saturn they meet, Pluto he meets 3 times. Zeus meets Hades. Hades is our unconscious. And our unconscious is expanded. Okay, on the 5th of April, 30th June and 12th of November 2020 and 20th December, Jupiter moves into Aquarius, and then bam, meets Saturn. Like, hey, I was in your house but we didn't meet, but you know, now what? So let us now get to the reading for all the 12 signs to understand how this Jupiter transit is going to work through us, what we can do, and what is the basic message. Just a 1 card read, not too much. May we find Amalthea's horn of cornucopia, and may we Aries, let's see what I have for you. I did not get that card. Let's see what I have for you. Interestingly, Queen of Pentacles. So it was reversed, but I don't think I'll be reading reverses today. It's Jupiter, right? Although it is okay to be bleak because we have that Cappy energy, but let's understand the Queen of Pentacles for you, Aries. I think this could be about someone who's Earth sign, who you meet and who you develop this relationship with while Jupiter is in Capricorn. Very solid lady. Capricorn and Pentacles are connected, Earth. Very solid lady, very dependable. It could also be your mother and a deeper connection with your mother, or even a boss who really guides you through this Jupiterian transit, okay? And it's going to be very, very financially productive. Pentacles always appear when there is a question of finances and safety, security. It could also be a new home for some of you, a new business for some of you, or an old business that really gathers traction. Taurus, let's see what I have for you. So Taurus, we have Venus in Taurus, and for you we have the Empress card, which is Venus herself. So create Venus magic. Venus magic begin now. Venus magic begin now. Pregnancy, abundance, beauty, love, sensuality, all the blessings of the feminine, the mother, everything. Okay, whoopsie. Gemini, let's see what I have for you, Gemini, for this transit of Zeus through Capricorn. Gemini, I have for you your own card, the Lovers. Love, yes, but also duality and understanding the unconscious, the anima and the animus principle. Okay, the unconscious and the conscious mind and the higher self. Okay, the interaction between these three. Cancer, and keep this really short and sweet. Cancer, so 2 of Wands. There's a choice, and there's also a doorway in front of you. And I think you can only walk through the doorway if you choose correctly. This could also be you waiting for someone or something. And I think Jupiter and Capricorn would bring you that someone or something. Relationship, 7th house. Okay, a Leo. Wow, 6 of Swords, swimming away from something turbulent, something dastardly that was troubling you. But there are fights too. There is still something you have to conquer within. But you are moving away from the turbulent waters and moving into a more harmonious alignment in your life. Virgo, of course, new home, travel, money. Earth is Earth, right, Virgo? So you're going to channel Jupiter through the Earth trine, and it's beautiful. Trines are like such yummy aspects. Just look upon this card, Virgo. Believe me, what's yours will come to you. Okay, Libra, what do I have for you this beautiful day? King of Wands. Okay, this is somebody who's Leo or Sag or Aries, and this person and you develop a certain Aries, your polarity. Yeah. Possible someone who's Aries. And I mean, we have Chiron and Black Moon, Lilith and Aries. So in your polarity, 7th house. A lot of changes in your relationship. But the message that I get is a relationship-based query. And if you're not looking at relationships, I would see this as just somebody coming into your life to really creatively uh, electrify you in some way. Maybe a conversation you have with someone. Okay, Scorpio. What do I have for you, Scorpio? The card of Capricorn. The devil. So this is about something you're slavishly attached to, where you need to let go and achieve mastery. Okay, believe me, that's what you need to do, Scorpio. Because these things that you feel are constricting you, they're completely constructs from your own mind, from your own ego. You've got to let them go. Sag. Oh wow, I picked the Empress for you, Sagittarius. Beautiful abundance. You could meet someone who's Taurus during this time, or any other expression of Venus. And a beautiful relationship can start. And this tells me that if you're looking at business, money, travel, Sag, everything's going to go very well. After all, Cap's your second house, right? Now moving on to Capricorn, what do I have for you, my beautiful people? Five of Cups. So this could feel like, as I said, a bit restrictive, because of course you have Saturn there, and Pluto there, and the South Node there. So whenever there's Ketu, there's always loss. So you feel the loss, but there's something that you're overlooking. You need to understand that there's something you're overlooking, and there's some things you've got to let go and feel gratitude and see the blessings in front of you. Okay, Aquarius. Five of Pentacles. So this I see is you're feeling like left out, not invited, where you feel abandoned in a sense. Maybe your communities, and this is your 12th house, so it's a bit heavy, Capricorn. Jupiter there can rake up unconscious past life traumas and stuff. You feel like left out. For some of you Aquarians, look after your finance, okay, because you could suddenly be going in a project and then suddenly left high and dry. Pisces. Wow, okay, 9 of Wands. So you feel like you've been battered and bruised, and there is no resolution. And I agree that right now the resolution is not close, but it'll come. Believe me, it'll come. Okay, and you will get the answers you're looking for. So just persevere, because you will have to probably stand and defend your ground again. I don't know what it is about, but you have to stand up for yourself, Pisces. So that was an introduction into Jupiter and Capricorn, and a tarot reading to explain to you how the energy will flow. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.